Guys, big savings are right around the corner, so today we're going to be unboxing an MSI Codex Prebuilt that we think you're going to save some big money on.
And this video is sponsored by our friends at Intel and Newegg to showcase this awesome Prebuilt that you can save some more money on. Let's talk about the awesome deals that Newegg's going to be running for their fantastic sale, and more specifically, all about this Prebuilt that you can pick up today from Newegg. Newegg is currently running their fantastic sale where you can save big on a wide range of products in PC gaming. Specifically, in today's video, we have the MSI Codex desktop featuring an Intel Core i7-14700F, a powerful 20-core and 28-thread processor with a max boost frequency of 5.4 GHz that can handle the most demanding gaming and content creation tasks. During the Newegg Fantastic Sale from July 8th to 11th, you can get this MSI Codex gaming PC for $1449, and it includes a free game bundle of Civilization 7 and Dying Light: The Beast. Now in today's video, we're going to unbox this PC, give our impressions, and test it in a handful of titles to show you guys why you should consider it for your next Prebuilt purchase. So thanks again to Newegg and Intel for sponsoring today's video. Let's not waste any more time and dive into the unboxing, shall we? Okay guys, we have an MSI Codex PC. I feel like we've said that like 50 times now, but just want to let y'all know it is an MSI Codex PC with an Intel Core i7-14700F, which is an awesome CPU for content creation and gaming, which you'll see in the gaming test, an RTX 5060 Ti, 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, and a 2 TB Gen 4 SSD.
And it's nice of MSI because they opted for the 16 gig model, so we don't have to worry about, only having 8 and running out of VRAM and those 1440p gaming applications.
Now, we always like these Codex desktops because for the most part, they don't use the really cheap proprietary hardware that some of the other brands do tend to use in this price range. They normally have, well, peripherals that it seems to come with, and Jackson's gonna open the bag here and see what all we got in the bag, but everything is normally off-the-shelf components from MSI.
Look, Jonah, we got little tattoos we can put on you.
Oh, Jonah, we can tattoo
so
you
exciting.
up.
Now, of course, typical Prebuilt fashion, we got Wi-Fi, but it's actually like good Wi-Fi. It's not just one of those USB dongles that's included. And yeah, what's the
keyboard and mouse? So this is their K322 combo, which I'm assuming is going to be membrane, but it is a mouse and keyboard that you can use to get yourself up and running. But let's open it up real quick and see what it looks like. I was going to take a look at these. So first, look at the mouse, the mousy mouse. We got a braided cable. Oh yeah, it's not bad.
These are the ones I actually like, these Prebuilt mice.
Yes, these are actually pretty good. I mean, again, coming from a company like MSI that sells their own peripherals, it's really cool to see that you can get good ones bundled. It is a membrane keyboard, so nothing to write home about, but if you are just getting up and running, I would highly suggest buying something during the Newegg sale, a new keyboard and mouse, just saying, to really upgrade your setup if you're going to spend this much money on a gaming PC.
Check out how premium this is. It's a Velcro.
Yes.
It's like a reusable carrying case, so I don't know if I'd carry it often, but I guess if you ever needed to move or anything like that, you have something.
On a side note, I remember when we had the one where we opened it and it ripped.
I just immediately ripped it.
Yeah, immediately ripped it.
It's a new and improved design.
It's new and improved. So look at, we have a full-size tower here. So we have 3 RGB fans up front, which is pretty traditional for a MSI Codex line desktop. And inside, we can't see anything yet because there's Instapack. So we got to take that side panel off and we'll be able to see all the cool components inside. Intel CPU here, Intel sponsored this video, the i7-14700F with its 20 cores and 28 threads. Not only good for gaming, but content creation. And we'll be doing a lot of gaming tests where you can see how the clock speed of that CPU performs very well, and there's a lot of different Prebuilts that have that awesome CPU.
Sorry, I'm making some noise. We got to get out the expanding foam, which this stuff makes it to where PC ship very safe with it.
But sometimes it can be hard to get out. Rather that than a damaged computer.
Oh, dude, it went underneath the support bracket, which isn't ideal. It's like bending the support bracket.
Uh-oh, hold up. Oh, I got it underneath it, maybe.
Here we go.
Hey! Oh, there we go. Nice.
All right, brackets, yep, still in place. All right, not in the fan. All right, we're good.
Cool to see a support bracket.
Yeah, and I like, they did a good job. Like, this is something that we would do where they cable manage that PCIe kind of nice and tight to the graphics card. And then this is crazy.
A V-True tower cooler.
This is a classic. Yeah, this is
V-True collab with MSI is interesting, but I like it.
No, I love seeing this instead of the UFO coolers, like from Cooler Master and stuff. Don't even get me started. So I just really appreciate them using the kind of slept-on brands instead of having to go all name brand. Speaking of that, we got Team Group RAM, which they're pretty name brand at this point. But oh, look, we got dual channel. Let's see what we got in here.
With speed, with cast latency.
Hey, we don't know yet if this is DDR5. It's 16 gigs, 6,000 megahertz, CL38. So respectable.
Cast latency a little higher than we normally like to see, but in these pre-builds, they do opt for the value components, which I will say, again, with it being all off-the-shelf components, if that's something you want to upgrade later down the line, you most certainly can do that.
Now, obviously, the motherboard's not like the highest end board. Like, we don't have VRM covers or anything. There's no cover over the IO shield area, but I assume that it's probably like a B660, B760 chipset. It's a full-size board, though. It's pretty cool.
Does it not say the chipset?
I don't know. I didn't look super hard.
Let's see. Yeah, it's a Pro Series board, so there's that. So it's probably, I would guess, like a B760 Pro Series, but we'll verify that when we get into the system info. But it's a nice full-size board that'll work great with the i7. I wouldn't go to an i9 or anything with it, but with that i7, it's gonna work great.
So the front looked pretty good. The back's also pretty decent. I mean, they put it in the cable management state that we normally like to see, where it's like everything's not so tight that you're having cables, you know, come out and come unplugged. And also, if you ever need to troubleshoot this thing, you can. You know, we got all off-the-shelf components, not super tight, so it's pretty good to see.
The one thing everyone wants to know.
Oh yeah, the
power supply. Let's take this bad boy out. With this graphics card and that Intel Core i7, I would like to see about a 650 watt, 750 be great. But normally these pre-builds, they tend to go on the lesser side just because, well, it's value for the money.
Yeah, with only having one 8-pin on the graphics card, I mean, honestly, 650 or better is gonna be like more than enough.
Okay, let's see. This one is really cable managed, so it's going to be a little tough, but Jackson might be able to see it himself.
I can see it. So we have a high power, which that's like an OEM brand, 650 gold.
650 gold.
Cool.
Nice, cool. So that's good to see. 650 watts will be plenty. We'll go over power draw a little bit during the video. I always like to mention under full load how this system pulls power-wise, so this will be pretty cool to see. And yeah, no major like red flags popping up so far. I guess let's just put everything back together and turn it on and see what it looks like. Here we go. Oh.
Wow, they've already surpassed my expectations. It turns on.
It turns on. That's all we ask for, guys. Let's see if everything is controlled with this LED button. It is.
Nice.
Nice. What color, Jonah?
Let's just cycle through and let's see what we got.
Okay.
White side's pretty clean.
Got blue.
I like blue too.
Got blue for Intel, blue. We got light blue.
This one of those builds where any color is kind of vibrant.
You can do whatever because it's like an all black build. So
Let's go red's nice little Darth Vader. Cotton candy.
we got. I guess these are the pulsing ones.
It's funny, this reminds me of a V-True hub.
I will say the RGB is like kind of off. Oh,
I like that, okay.
Yeah, we'll leave that on for right now. But hey, smooth RGB, looking pretty solid. Everything syncs up nicely. Let's play some games on this thing. See what it's all about. See what that Intel Core i7-14700F is like in this awesome PC. And yeah, you can learn more using the links down below. But let's get to gaming and see what it's all about. All right, guys, we're kicking things off with Marvel Rivals, currently running at 1440p medium settings. So we're not going super low, but we are trying to get a higher FPS average. And with that Intel Core i7-14700F, we'll have no problem getting the IPC we need to do that, regardless of what GPU we're using. But yeah, this is a game at 1440p that we're gonna get pretty good results. It is more demanding in terms of the AAA title department for esports titles, but it is still a really solid looking game, and I'm excited to see how this holds up. But yeah, with this PC so far, it's looking pretty dang good. You're gonna have to excuse my Marvel Rivals gameplay. I have not played this game in a while, but it looks like I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm not at all. You know, Mikhail, you can zoom in on that. I was absolutely cooking with those shots right there. But yeah, we're having no problems maintaining about 80 to 90 FPS. We aren't using any upscaling. With the CPU, we can use some upscaling if we want to maintain some higher FPS numbers, but this is 1440p. If you guys want to go 1080p, 240 Hz, that is also an option as well. And I would imagine you probably would maintain about 130 to 140 FPS with this configuration. Oh, they're popping ults already. Oh goodness. That's a Venom ult. Oh! Give me some smoke coverage. And obviously when you have the CPU like this, you'll have no problems doing any multitasking as well, whether you're doing live streaming, some content creation in the background. You have all those cores and threads to be able to do pretty much whatever you want with this PC and have an upgrade path if you choose to go that route. Like how I'm just 1v1ing my tank, this tank right now. There's no way this goes good. There's no way. Oh, yes. Woo! Hey, let's go! We're gonna stop right here for Marvel Rivals because we have some other games we want to test. Let's dive into some CS2 to test a more esports focused, like lower end settings title that'll really push that i7 to its limits, but Marvel Rivals, I think it's doing pretty dang well.
All right, so we're 1440p and we're running some high settings, which, you know, you pros out there, I know you guys aren't gonna do this, but we just know this PC's good enough to be able to run some high settings and still get 240 plus FPS.
300 FPS at times. Beautiful. Let's go on those games again with that CPU. You're able to get a much higher average frame rate with the nice fast clock speeds of the Intel Core i7-14700F, and you can even do some live streaming on the side with this thing and have a good experience.
We even got the FaZe Clan sticker. I dare this guy to respawn.
You dare him to respawn.
Freaking dare him, bro. Freaking dare him. Why is it people so long?
That is so long. Wow, Raja.
Oh my gosh. They're everywhere.
Well, they're lining up for you today. Oh,
we got an up kill. We got an up kill. That's all
Beautiful.
we needed.
That's
no,
all
I
you
can
need.
get one more. I can get one more.
Oh, he's
Easy, light work.
Oh,
light work.
he
You want
can-
two?
Oh, let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah, y'all want 3? Light work. Oh,
not light
God.
work. Oh.
All right, well, that was CS. I mean, esports titles are cake for this PC. Let's go ahead and try out another game.
Okay, guys, the last thing we're going to be testing on this PC is Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is a game I haven't tested before, but I managed to pick this thing up. We're going to test this game using the built-in benchmark tool at 1440p, and we're currently running a medium preset with low ray tracing. This is a very demanding game, especially at 1440p, so I'm excited to see what kind of performance we can get. But yeah, this is going to be one of those games where we're trying to target that 60 FPS range, but anything over that would be great. But honestly, as long as we hit the 60 FPS average, I'll be incredibly happy. And with this hardware on these settings, I think we're going to have no problems doing so. So let's go ahead and run the benchmark tool and see what this looks like. I've never ran this benchmark tool before, so I'm curious to see what the performance is going to be. But yeah, this is looking pretty cool. And again, this is a game that you could run on this PC. And especially, as you can see, we're getting about a 70 FPS average right now. Looking really good. Not too bad. So we'll let this benchmark run for a bit so you guys can see. I really like the overlay that they show in the top right corner. So if you guys don't want to run an overlay like Afterburner at home and you want to test your own PCs at home, you can use this software, and it's a good way for you guys to see everything that's working right now. And the utilization is maxing out this GPU. So we definitely are not being held back by our CPU, which is to be expected. But yeah, if you guys want to see this built-in benchmark in multiple other PCs that we test here on the channel, let us know, because it seems like a really good demanding benchmark for us to run. And it really stresses hardware to its limits. Okay, so it looks like we got an average of 78 FPS, a minimum of 27, a max of 111. Had a couple stutters here and there, but this is my first time running this benchmark, so that's probably what's happening here. But all in all, this combo running absolutely great, and all in all, I'm excited that this deal is available to you guys who are looking for a pre-built gaming PC with an awesome Intel Core i7 processor. Let's go and wrap this video up real quick and talk more about the Newegg Fantastic Sale and how you can pick up this PC today.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking our MSI and Intel pre-built, and I gotta say, it actually did pretty good. Now, having the i7 and all that extra horsepower means you can get into things like content creation, live streaming, and so much more. And if you ever want to upgrade graphics cards down the road, this build definitely has the horsepower to be able to do that.
So shout out again to Intel and Newegg for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check the link down below to see the up-to-date pricing and availability of this pre-built and all the other deals that Newegg is running during their fantastic sale, where you can save money on this PC or any other Intel-powered device. And let us know down below, are you picking up any deals during Newegg's fantastic sale?
So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
If you guys cannot get enough of the Toasty Bros, because I know that we can't get enough of the Toasty Bros, we also post to places like TikTok, X, Facebook, Instagram, and so much more.
If you want to know more about the guy behind the camera, Toasty DIY is our side channel. You can see his face. Normally you don't see it. Do you want to show him your face?
No.